Reset, hello again, Magma WK. And today, they're back. Electronic Arts. Back when they were good, and actually a gaming company. It's another game by SSI. If some of you have seen the preview, you know what it is. It's a very angry alien. And he's about to shoot the Doomsday laser. That can't be good. Because only jerks fire Doomsday weapons. Yes, this is the Genesis version of the PC game. Buck Rogers, Countdown Till Doomsday. And that's a countdown for you. And it looks like it's targeting Earth. That would be bad. So let's play this game. Whoever the Dill Family Trust is, they helped make this game, I guess. There we go. And when you press start, it's time to start the game. But first we gotta make our team. Indeed. So let's create some characters. The team is empty. We need to create characters. Seriously. So that's where the request from Snorlagg comes in. He's going to be part of my team. And of course I always have several volunteers. I use that in heavy quotation marks. And re-rolling for stats is always fun. But I want someone to start out with a high technical skill. And at least decent stats and everything else. Hey, this is a good start. So let's make a 3 races: human, desert runner, and tinker. Let's have a human. Rocket jock. Yes, a pilot, if you will. Male, of course. So let's go. And first of all, I am Magma WK, but this is going to be Snorlagg. I am actually not going to be in this party. I know it's or Snorlax, I should say. Why do I want to say Snorlagg? Because he's based off the Pokemon. This is not Pokemon Magma. This is about creating interesting looking people. What does Snorlagg look like? I'll go with a rocket launcher. That sounds like a good idea. But as a rocket jock, piloting a rocket would be a good idea. So let's put some skill points in. I got a total of 8 skill points to help out. And you might want to be able to repair that rocket. First aid is always a good idea. Everyone should have first aid. Also, pilots must be able to maneuver in 0G. Or else. Or else what, Magma? Or else it just doesn't work. And it's a good idea for everybody to be able to climb. And let's go with the career skill. Yes, there we go. So everything's well trained. So let's make more characters. Yes, 4 different professions. We need something to help us out medically, because it's kind of hard to play a game without being a medic. Seriously. NB volunteered to be a medic. So a good idea would be to get decent tech for him. And constitution. That'll work. That'll work. He likes to be called Notorious. So let's call him Notorious. So I may call him NB anyway, because it's a lot simpler. And yes, I can actually do more than 8 characters. It's a miracle. There we go, Notorious B. And I hope it's spelled Notorious correctly. So a Notorious medic would look something like that. I am guessing. That may or may not be true. And of course he's got to have good training in his career. And yeah, a little bit of first aid. Even though... And yeah, he tends to be a fast talker at times. Not that that's bad, but that'll help us in other activities. And 0G and clubbing. Indeed. Yes, these skills all will, well, almost all of them will come into play sooner or later. But if we're doing our typical AD&D fantasy style, don't we need a warrior? We do. But let's make him powerful. That's pretty powerful, but I want to go something a little bit there. There we go. We have a warrior. A desert runner, if you will. A beast man. Well, who's our beast man? Well, it's our favorite squirrel man. Big Fatty Plus. We shall call him Big Fatty. Will that fit on the screen? Yeah, the character creation is always awesome. By awesome, I mean very boring. And a warrior must be able to fight well. No, seriously, he needs to be able to fight well. Into tactics and leadership. Leadership will let him control some NPCs, if we get into that. And always a little first aid and 0G, trust me. You'll need it later. And climbing is always good. But Big Fatty is going with the booms, so I'm training him in some demolition. But once this, a warrior gets to specialize in that type of weapon. Well, since he's going with the big booms, let's go with a rocket pistol. That sounds awesome. Yes, we can create up to 6 characters, and we will, because we probably need it. But Magma... What about the rogues? Yeah, let's be sneaky. Somebody should be sneaky. I know a guy who isn't necessarily sneaky, but he's brave. He's bold. He is Pookie Izzy. I call him Izzy for short. Don't ever call him Pookie. He will rip your tongue out with your own throat. That didn't make any sense. Seriously. And even though we're very limited on character models, we'll go with that one. So sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. We must pass that security. Bypassing security is always a good idea. So, maybe being sneaky can you give him additional bonuses. What's stealth? Yes, this playthrough is semi-blind. Semi-blind as a 95% blind. I will be using a written walkthrough. But we have 2 more slots. So let's go with another warrior. My good buddy Rue from Breath of Fire is going to get some very good stats. But Breath of Fire is very long to say. It won't even fit on this, so we should say BOF for short. And we're gonna say yes. He's a bald man with a purpose. He looks like Captain Picard. No, he doesn't. And I'm going to make sure he spots things very well, and give him their perception skill. Everybody needs a little skill in their lives. A monosword would be a good idea. And finally, we have not used one class. Or one race, I should say. The Tinkerer. So let's make a Tinkerer. They're good in technicalities and dexterities. And Tinkerers can actually only be medics. Strange, I know. And what do you say when you find a medic? You say, heal please. Yes. If you have ever played an MMO, you get people begging you for heals all the time. And they don't spell please correctly. They abbreviate PLZ. Sometimes they don't even spell out heal correctly. And yes, I'm gonna make him proficient at programming. And of course his own medic skill. Notice I didn't do any library research. That's actually not going to be very important. At least in the Genesis version. Like I said, watered down from the PC version, but surprisingly good. So let's put it on this pre-generated team, and no, save to. We'll find out what that is for later. And when I come back, providing you all are still awake, we'll start on part 1, the real adventure. Indeed. One moment.